Rolling.
All right, we want to start this? Does somebody else want to do the introduction? You want me to do it?
Welcome to...
Oh shit, I'm stuck. I can't even talk on that.
All right, so we've started, and this is the intro right here, is you getting stuck.
He needs that, whatever that's
Yeah,
called,
that's what that's for. So it's like
to prevent his...
I have four more.
it's like when you ride your bike, so your pants don't get stuck in the chain. I just got hung up.
I know my peas pop a lot, and so I put it up for myself.
Like John Popper.
Jalapeno popper.
Jalapeno John Poppers. Anyway, yeah, Pot Amongst Men, we've started. This is episode 9, by the way. I'll start the timer. Yeah, what was Jalapeno John Poppers all about?
There was an article on John Popper going off on somebody on Twitter, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So we went on a John Popper.
I was reading this article about how Twitter's terrible because you actually get to interact with your heroes.
Oh,
and they're just human assholes like everybody else, you know? Mm-hmm. Apparently in the VH1 Behind the Music about John Pop, what was his band?
Blues Traveler.
Yeah. He said that he decided to lose weight when he got winded jerking off. He was so fat that it was exhausting. So somebody retweeted this on Twitter, and apparently John Popper obsessively searches Twitter for his own name and started responding to this person, and it turned into this thing.
Do they know that, are they 100% sure that at Blues Traveler is John Popper and not like a marketing team or something?
I don't think it's at Blues Traveler.
It was at Blues_Traveler.
Oh, well, I don't know.
It may not be.
Because I tried to search for the feed and I couldn't find it.
If it's not, then John Popper should go ballistic on somebody for representing and
or he's just laughing his ass off.
Or he loves it because he doesn't care.
Yeah.
But it was funny because he started off kind of defending himself, and then he just started attacking everyone who was anybody's name who showed up in that chain. He just started ripping on them.
So have any other fat people commented on getting winded while masturbating?
Not that I saw.
I
didn't really search.
It's something I've never heard of.
That's not something I would go looking for.
Yeah,
and it wasn't in that chain, so I'm gonna let that one lay.
I don't know. I guess I could see it happening. I guess depending on your weight and your method of masturbation. You know.
I didn't think about different methods of masturbation. I thought there was just one method.
Like if you're into pillow humping, I could see that getting exhausting.
Or jerking off on a treadmill. I could see where that might not be.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Weren't you yesterday talking about speed jack?
Yeah, speed jack.
Totally different kind of a speed jack for your car, not John Popper.
I got to go John Popper one off.
Maybe John Popper could be like the spokesperson for Speed Jack.
That sounds like a match made in heaven.
Right?
I would have said Popperlock. John Popperlock. I think somebody took that name, but
that's pretty good.
It's all right.
So you guys saw the picture of my lawn yesterday?
Yeah, nice and green.
How green is that shit?
That's really green.
Right?
It's green.
Yeah.
What was your original grass?
What do you mean?
What was you said you sprinkled some rye?
Yeah. Oh, it's whatever that horrible centipede shit is.
Centipede, yeah.
But it's not centipede grass. It's called something else.
Millipede.
Millipede grass. Yeah. No. What's the common grass down here that grows in the long strands?
Augustine.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what I have. Why are you saying that's miserable?
It's shit, man.
It's got to be. It's tough to take care of. I'm having trouble with mine, but. You see how we went into lawn care?
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
You did it on purpose.
No, lawns in the north are way better than they are in the south. Because, it just grows everywhere. And that's why you have to edge so often. Because it fucking grows like across the sidewalk. It sucks. It's like a...
If it's growing across the sidewalk, you haven't edged in years.
In the north, it's an evasive species. Down here, it's like, oh, this is a great grass.
Prolific.
And it also... You ever notice it creates like this little underlayer of life in your backyard. Mm-hmm. Like, you ever see a spider on top and all of a sudden he, burrows down? It's like, where the fuck did he go? There's, the dirt and then this layer of nothingness, and then there's the grass on top.
I think that was fully explored in the classic movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. They were all underneath the grass, and the ants were gigantic and the grass was
what
high.
What if there's little kids in my backyard?
That's what Augustine does. It folds over to protect its roots from the sun. That's why it looks like that.
Oh, it's such bullshit grass.
Did you want to be like a horticulturist or something?
I do now.
Like,
I do now. No, I just...
It's like every time we get in here, I want to talk about grass.
Bullshit, he started.
Yeah, but you love it. Look at that. You're like, your face lit up.
I'm like John Popper on
God.
Twitter. That's going to be the comparison. You're like John Popper with a new Twitter account. And you'll say, oh, you love it. Can't wait to delve into it.
Yeah. So how come your cat doesn't eat the chickens?
And harass people.
Oh, Slim was going after the chickens yesterday.
Yeah.
Went after 3 of them. And then Toby's in the backyard, just kind of sitting there watching the chickens. Slim comes running across the patio, jumps over the bench, and grabs Toby's face.
Nice.
Like he was all goosed up yesterday.
Wow.
Normally the chickens will go after the cats, but for some reason, like, they fear Slim. I don't know why.
Well, because Slim's from the streets.
He is from the streets.
Yeah.
He's, you don't mess with Slim.
But yeah. He goes after everybody. That's the reason I have scratches all over my hand, is he goes after me.
Do you just stand there minding your own business and he comes attack your hand, or do you pick for it?
No, I'll go to pet him, and then he'll flip over and just grab on and start biting your hand.
Yeah.
That's picking for it.
Yeah.
No, Pixel, back when she was around, I'd come out of the shower, and she would run and, like, grab my leg and start scratching and biting me. I'm like, what the fuck?
See, Katniss will come in after I get out of the shower and just start licking the water off my legs
Yeah,
before I towel off.
Yep.
I'm like, you're getting cat hair all over me.
You have to take another shower.
Yep.
I don't.
You don't, though?
No. Not until the next day.
Cats' tongues are clean, right?
Sure. I pretend they are. Besides, it's only like the bottom, like calves or something, like
Pixel would do that, but then she'd grab me and start scratching me, and like, this isn't fun at all. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Cats are assholes. We've already established that.
That's true.
Yes, they are. Hey, you guys want to play Would You Rather?
Wait, first I want to say happy 2018, everyone. Happy New Year. I didn't bring the things like I wanted to.
Totally just dated this podcast. This podcast could be relevant anytime, but now you're saying it's 2018.
That doesn't make it irrelevant. It just
No, that's
establishes the time in history. Unless we only talk about like things that happened in the past.
No, that's true. That's true.
13 days.
I did think too on the way in that the way that we're dressed is also going to show what time of the year this is.
Is that something we're not going for? We're
No,
going for the timeless look. Like,
I didn't know there were rules to this podcast.
No, but this morning when I was picking out a shirt, which is usually the first one I see in my drawer, I realized I thought back to when I wore the cruise shirt. I'm like, well, yeah, that was the middle of the summer. And then the last one was like, we did a podcast in November. It was still warm out, and I was wearing a short sleeve. I'm like, we're all going to come in today with long sleeve shirts and apparently vests.
a sleeveless vest, yeah.
Why don't you get vests?
Why don't I get them?
Yeah, like you don't seem to understand the vest.
Why are you so angry at vests?
I just think they look silly.
What have they ever done to you?
Oh,
Like, if you're wearing a jacket over a vest, I think that's great. That's fine. Like a classic suit.
do you not like Han Solo?
I like Han Solo.
Okay, you don't like his vest?
It's okay. It's not really what I think of when I think of Han Solo.
Oh, okay. I love my vest. And it's great.
I've never seen you wear it.
I don't wear it too often to work, but I wear it almost every time I take the dogs for a walk because it keeps your core nice and warm.
Yeah, but what about your arms?
My
You'd
arms
be
are fine.
surprised how warm you feel with just your body being...
I almost also wear the vest when we go hiking. We do this, 2 to 4 mile hikes. It's awesome.
I guess when I get cold, it's normally my extremities, like my arms get cold. My core doesn't really get cold. So I think that's why it's confusing for me. Because why would you?
Because you don't understand it.
But don't you repeat?
I would rather have
Just
the
arms?
opposite. Yeah, just arms with a strap that goes behind my back. So I've got these arm things and nothing here because I don't need it.
You would freeze.
No,
I
dude,
would
make
freeze.
that and try to sell it. That would be awesome.
Call it the
I
C-string.
like it.
The C string?
Yeah.
No, that name's already taken.
A-string.
A string?
Arms.
Arm
Just
string?
arms that connect with like a buckle in the back.
Yeah. I think that'd be great.
And some suspenders.
Yeah, well, that goes without saying.
I like this idea.
That would be fantastic. And bring it to a podcast and wear it.
Okay.
And don't get laughed at. If you laughed at me for wearing this puffer vest and you walk in with just some arms and a strap behind your back, I will not laugh. I will high five you.
Really?
Yeah. And we'll have some coffee.
I'll be so proud of you.
Yeah. But you have to sew it yourself.
Really?
Don't go buy a jacket and cut the sleeves off.
Did you make that one yourself?
Yes. Of course.
Do you wear that when you go running?
I did once, and I got so hot I had to take it off.
No, they're warm. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were very warm. It's got feathers, little feathers in it. Look.
Yeah, just put that crap everywhere.
That's not a feather.
It is a feather.
Oh my god, this is
Okay.
okay. All right,
All right,
whatever.
It's a feather.
All right, I'm ready. Would you rather wear
would you-
a vest or just arms?
Just arms. That's been established.
All right. Well, that was easy. Would you rather be forced to wear wet socks for the rest of your life, or be allowed to wash your hair only once a year?
Hair.
Yeah.
Once a year.
Yeah. You get foot rot, man.
Yeah, you get
Ugh.
No, I couldn't do the socks.
Ooh, my vest is so warm.
Although now that I have some hair, and I wear a hat most of the time anyway, man, when I get up in the morning, I have to wash my hair. It's like all flat and
Oh yeah.
it's no good.
But I don't think you're supposed to wash your hair every day because it has natural oils in it.
Right, right.
So once a year
I wash my hair at least once a day.
I wash it every day.
Oh yeah.
My wife always says.
I wash your hair
"You
every day
shouldn't."
too.
Oh, thanks.
You know? Yeah.
That's why it looks so manageable.
Yeah, my hair would be disgusting if I didn't wash it, at least once a week. It's gross if I don't wash it every day, but God, I can't imagine a year. Like I could probably
You'd have dreadlocks.
scrape some off, put it in the pan, fry some eggs with the oil.
That is delicious.
Hair oil eggs.
That is delicious. Not to mention, just when your feet get wet for like 5 minutes, they get.
It sucks.
Oh, that's the worst feeling.
Yeah. Who would say I'd rather wear wet socks?
I don't know. It was the first question though, and I liked it, so I kept it.
Was that a did you go to like wouldyoutrather.com or something? Is there like some
What I did is I did a search for Would You Rather, and the first 3 websites that popped up, I opened up.
Okay,
And so
okay.
I think this one was from BuzzFeed, and this other one was literally from some other. It's like BuzzFeed, but it was like 200,000 Would You Rather questions. And so I grabbed the first 20 and just went through them and pulled my favorites.
Okay.
All right.
I pulled out like the death ones. I know we talked about like Would you rather like die from fire, die from drowning. I'm like, I don't know. That's not a fun podcast.
It's a little too heavy.
Yeah. But would you rather die from fire or drowning? I'm still going with drowning.
Yeah, I'm going with drowning too. I've been watching the Tudors, Tracy's been watching Tudors,
Which means that you're kind of watching
which means
Tudors.
I'm kind of watching
Yeah.
Tudors, and they burn a lot of people in that show, and it's unpleasant.
Apparently-
Even actors don't like it.
Because it's effective. That's why they
Well, sure, yeah.
did it for torture, and this is like the worst way. I don't know, man.
I would think that'd be more torturous
God, I would hate
to have to deal with burning flesh
Yeah.
and just swallowing some water. I'm not saying just swallowing some water, but I mean, it's essentially what's going to happen.
It is, but it's the panic and the thoughts.
I think either way
that are
you-
happening. Yeah,
Either way, it's not good. All right, here's a good one. Would you rather, and I don't know my answers in this one, have a finger as a tongue or a tongue as fingers? That's why I liked it so much. It's so confusing. Would you rather have fingers coming out of your mouth or a tongue as your finger?
Is it just one finger, or is it all fingers?
Let's just say one finger.
Can I still taste even though it's a finger?
No.
No.
Oh, you have to. Ooh,
Yep.
shit's good. That's so much work. You have to taste it, and then you have to.
And then you'd have to get your. Well, no, I guess.
No. If you have if one of your fingers is a tongue, you still have a tongue, right?
So you have two tongues.
You have 2 tongues,
Oh, I got you.
right? But if you go to
not.
shake somebody's hand now, that's gonna be a little weird because now you have a tongue instead of a finger, as you know.
So I guess it would be cool. You could like taste things that are possibly gross or rotten or something without getting sick because it's just a tongue on your hand.
It would still. Your body would still get sick.
No, you would just
Yeah.
taste it. It's not like you'd swallow it or whatever.
Your finger tongue would just get sick.
yeah,
You know how many doorknobs you'd be licking doorknobs all the time.
you don't do that.
No.
No,
All right.
Did you ever pretend to or try to teach yourself how to make out by making out with a doorknob?
Oh my God, no.
No? Did you? No. Neither did I.
You either? No.
No. It's just I've heard of people doing this.
What?
I suppose having a tongue as a finger would. It's a whole new world of French kissing, right?
You couldn't shush anybody. Get tongue sticking. You'd run out of friends quickly.
So it's a perfectly working tongue, so it tastes everything.
Yeah,
so washing your hands would be disgusting.
Washing your mouth out would suck.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No, that would
Wiping would be a bitch.
Yeah.
You have to wipe left-handed. If you don't already, it'd be licking your own butt.
I think you'd get used to it though.
Licking your own butt with your finger? With your finger tongue?
I don't put my fingers on my butt. Like I have tissue.
Your finger goes through the tissue.
So far, I'm rating this podcast a 1.8 out of 10.
Man, maybe that was a horrible would you rather. All right, new would you rather. Speaking of tongues on butts, would you rather wear somebody else's dirty underwear or use someone else's toothbrush?
Boxers or briefs?
How dirty are we talking?
No, say they've worn it for a few days.
Boxers or briefs?
Doesn't matter.
Yes, briefs are a lot closer to skin than boxers.
All right, boxer briefs.
Oh, you bastard. I'm not going to use anybody else's toothbrush. I don't know.
I'd probably...
Not that I want to wear somebody else's drawers.
I'm pretty sure I've used... I mean, I haven't used like a stranger's toothbrush, but I think I've used like a girlfriend's toothbrush at some point.
You know. But I'm guessing in the context of this question, we don't get to choose whose toothbrush.
No. Like, it might be Brandon's toothbrush.
Yeah.
You'd luck out.
And if he That's true, yeah.
Pretty clean
if he has finger tongues, then...
I do not. So, I'm going to say drawers. I don't want to brush my teeth with somebody else's toothbrush.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Somebody's underwear, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. All right, next one. Ooh, would you rather pee yourself in public once a week or shit yourself in private daily?
Ooh.
Do I have to choose?
It is a would you rather, so
burn to death by fire.
Yeah.
I'm going shit yourself private. That way I'm not in public. I don't want somebody seeing a big wet spot on me.
Whoop.
At least if I'm in private, I can then go take care of it immediately.
So does in public mean like you have to stand up in front of a bunch of people and piss yourself, or is it just like...
It means like you're walking downtown and you piss yourself.
So you could conceivably hide it. Like if you know it's coming, you could be like, hey, this is where I'm going to piss myself. Let me go stand over here in a corner. I'm still in public. I'm just...
I think the essence of the question is that people are going to see it. Thus, in public versus private.
Wow, I did not expect such a heavy question this early in the morning.
How do you shit yourself in private every day? Like, I got to go to work and shit.
Well, not like you go home and you shit yourself.
Oh. God damn, that's still embarrassing. But...
It is.
Like right when you walk home?
Sure.
Right when you get home?
You get home, the moment you walk in the door, you crap yourself.
Wow.
That's... I don't want either one.
I think we're down to a 1.2.
These are interesting questions, though.
Are they?
Yeah. I notice we're peeking things, so this might be a little clippy.
Uh-oh.
It's a new setup, right? So I haven't perfected it yet.
Or maybe we're just laughing so
Why is it
hard.
a new setup?
Because I got rid of that old mixer, and I put this one in place.
Oh, I didn't realize you had swapped them out. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm still... It's different. I don't have a compressor.
Is that Jeff? Looks like Jeff.
Brother-in-law.
Is it really?
Photoshop.
All right. Oh, would you rather always have to tell the truth or always lie?
By choice or just whatever comes
No
out?
matter.
No, it's like what was the
Liar, liar.
Yeah, like liar, liar. Like everything you say is gonna be a lie, or everything you say is gonna be the truth.
I like to mix it up.
I'm gonna go with lie.
I'm gonna go with a lie as well.
Yeah.
Truth
Although-
could be revealing, couldn't it?
There's a lot of things I just don't give a shit about, so I kind of feel like I don't
Yeah, but you can't
care
choose.
about telling the
Yeah,
truth.
but yeah, you there's
You
no
can't
choosing.
choose. You're either, it's all or nothing.
I'd rather be able to
To lie to
just
some.
lie all the time.
Yeah, I guess. All right, I'll go with lie.
Lie's good.
Lie. All right. This one's bad. I should have skipped it. Would you rather never have internet again or never be able to take an airplane anywhere? No internet or no airplanes.
I'm gonna say no airplane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no airplane.
I don't travel well anyway, and if I really want to get somewhere, I'll just drive.
I can just drive, yeah. And I like road trips.
It might take me a week to get there, but
But
What about if you want to go to Hawaii?
I need
I just
internet.
never will go there.
Never.
Or
Hawaii's nice though.
I'll drive as close as I can get
And take a boat.
and take a ferry.
Okay.
Do they have ferries to go to Hawaii?
Well, they should. If they don't, that's my next business venture.
The Hawaii ferry?
No,
Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Hawaii?
All right, so I don't know. I know you guys are going to ask 10 questions about, well, what about this, what about this, what about this?
That's because we're inquisitive people.
Yeah, I understand. Would you rather have your body found in a pile of sex toys or have everyone you know see your browsing history?
Body in a pile of sex toys. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could
My
explain
browsing
it.
history is not.
I see my browsing history isn't too weird, and if it was, like, it's like, well, it's my browsing history. Everybody's browsing history is a little weird.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't think it's too weird. Somebody else sees it. They make their own judgments, and
And if
know,
you have the sex toys, there's only one judgment, right?
Right,
Like
yeah.
you're perv.
yeah, like this dude choked on a silicone vagina. Like, you know,
You could still be alive though. It just says your body. Like, what if you? That's where you
typically-
woke up.
What if you tripped on a dildo, fell into a big pile?
typically when it says your body, it usually means dead body.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, so what if you fell asleep in a pile of sex toys and Tracy found you the next morning?
she'd be like, "Where did you get all these fucking sex toys?"
And why didn't you tell me about them?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess some of them could be comfortable. Like, are we talking about like the full-on anime body pillows? Is that a sex toy?
Is a body pillow a sex toy?
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know.
It's a.
We established earlier that people hump pillows.
Oh,
You established earlier.
Exactly.
So maybe I don't want to see your browsing history.
and I don't want to sleep on your pillow.
All right.
Neither do I.
Sex toys it is.
I don't.
All right. Would you rather always have to whisper or always have to shout?
Whisper.
Yeah. Whisper.
I shout enough as it is.
You'd rather whisper to everything about everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was easy.
I kind of like shouting.
For everything?
Shouting is fun.
Sure, yeah.
Everything in caps.
I mean,
All the time.
that way, people don't have to get too close to you when you talk to them. They can be
I
across
do like
the
my
room.
personal space.
Yeah. But if you
have
have
to be
to
a close
whisper,
talker.
they have to really be
You gotta be
right
a close
upon you.
talker.
Yeah. But you could also just carry around a megaphone.
Ooh. I didn't think about that. Okay.
Do you really want to have to carry a megaphone around with you all the time?
Yes.
I have one now.
As a matter of fact, I do want to carry around a megaphone all the time.
Oh, I snorted.
All right, I've got 3 more from BuzzFeed, and I have a whole other page of them if you want to keep
Oh
going.
no.
How
no.
about-
I would rather switch topics.
All right, so 3 more. Would you rather run your tongue down a New York City sidewalk or press your tongue into a stranger's nostril?
Nostril.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with nostril.
Yeah.
I've been to New York City a few times, and
I don't even think it matters if it's New York City.
I mean, New Orleans, Bourbon Street.
Jefferson Street.
I'm going to go with nostril.
Nostril it is.
Nostril wins.
If you had to,
Oh yeah,
Tongue
yeah.
in your finger.
Finger tongue.
yeah.
So a lot of these were pretty dirty. This one is not so dirty. Would you rather find true love or win the lottery?
I think if I win the lottery, I would find true love. So I'm gonna go with win the lottery.
I don't know if it would be true.
Depends
love.
on how big the lottery. It's not like, oh, I won $1 from a scratch off. I traded that.
How about last week's lottery?
The 486.
Half a billion, yeah.
That was just last week.
Yeah.
Who won it?
One person.
One person in California won it. No, and one person won the Mega Millions as well. One was 550, one was 450.
Jeez.
Imagine if you won both of them.
I bet they found love.
Immediately.
They're in California.
Yeah.
One was the Powerball was California. I don't know where
They probably found a bunch of mud.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Or fires, earthquakes.
Muddy fires. Like Muddy Waters. It's Muddy Waters' cousin, Muddy Fires.
Does he play blues or something else?
No. Rockabilly.
Lottery or true love?
Oh my God. I don't know. I'm going to say true love. Let me tell you why.
I'm thinking long term, I'd be happier with true love than lottery.
Let me tell you why. Your true love could be, she could be a doctor. And you don't have to win the lottery.
She could be a lottery winner.
She could be a doctor.
True love, a lottery winner. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that one. All right. Would you rather? Last one.
Or she could be homeless.
True.
Again, this
True love doesn't care, right?
That's a good point.
Homeless people can still win the lottery, though.
They can. Much more rare occasion.
Yeah.
I can tell you guys a story after the podcast about true love and homeless, and I don't. In that case, maybe better than lottery.
Boo.
I truly love being homeless.
Ooh. Again, this one isn't disgusting at all. Would you rather receive a lifetime supply of meals from your favorite restaurant, or receive a lifetime of free gasoline?
Oh man,
Gasoline.
What's cheaper?
Well, does the food get delivered to you, or do I have to go get it?
You receive it. I don't know.
It's mailed to you. You open up your mailbox and there's lasagna.
Does the gas get delivered to me?
No. You just
Like
go-
they don't bring you.
No. Okay. So no. In both cases, you have to go get it. You have to go get the gasoline. You have to go get the meal. But it's free. Either one.
They're going to set up a derrick in your backyard and then like an oil processing plant.
You don't understand how much I hate stopping for gas. It is to me,
How much do you hate it? Make me understand.
at least this much.
Wow.
It is the. I just feel like it's.
It does eat up.
I hate it.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't hate it. I think as much as you do, but I certainly don't like it. It's just like a task.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Fuck, I have to
I
go
hate
do this
to
again.
stop
Yeah.
for gas. I hate to. I'm going to say food. I'm going to say food because as much as I hate to stop for gas, food, man.
So
That's-
I'm going to say gas because at least when I'm going to get the gas, I know it's free. I don't have to pay for it. And I don't know if I want like a lifetime supply of food from like my favorite Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, it would very quickly become your least favorite restaurant.
Exactly.
I guess. It
Yeah.
depends on how vast their
What if your favorite restaurant goes out of business?
menu is. Well, that's a loophole.
All right,
then
so
you get the free gas.
So what's your favorite restaurant?
Man, that's a tough one too.
I mean, if you're going to get free food from the rest of your life, where would you get it
You
from?
have to pick a restaurant.
Yeah.
No. It's your favorite restaurant.
Well, depends on my mood. My favorite restaurant might be for sushi. My favorite restaurant for.
I get that, but if Angela says, "Hey, we're going out tonight to your favorite place because it's your birthday," where are we going?
Damn, that's a tough question. Again, it depends on what I'm hungry for. I don't have a favorite restaurant.
What?
I think that's what one of the things that sucks about growing up is you don't have favorite things anymore. When you're a kid, you got like my favorite color,
Well, yeah,
my
because
favorite car,
I still
my favorite
have a
whatever.
favorite color.
What's your favorite color?
Green.
Shut up.
Is that why you have neon green tights?
Yes.
Why didn't you wear the tights?
I feel like we're getting way off topic here.
Why didn't Courtney show up? That's what I want to know.
I should text her right now.
Yeah.
I'm still going food. I'm not telling you what my favorite restaurant is because that's too hard.
It's probably
if
McDonald's.
it came down to it,
Is it Cane's?
No.
No?
Well, no. I mean, so if you're getting
would be Chick-fil-A.
if you're getting food though from your favorite restaurant, you now have to have a favorite restaurant. So if you're picking food, what restaurant is it?
What would I eat all the time? What would I be in the mood for all the time? Breakfast, this restaurant.
No.
Dinner,
La Pagua?
La Pagua is good. But again, it's Mexican food, and that's hard to eat all the time. I'd rather do something light like sushi or something.
You don't have to eat it. It's
just
just given to you.
This is free.
Free.
See, what's that Italian restaurant in Youngsville?
Romacelli?
Yeah, I really like vermicelli.
You know, they have one in River Ranch.
Yeah, it's River Ranch.
Ooh.
So you'd rather go to Sugar Mill Pond, which is River Ranch Junior?
True. I think it's just easier to get to, I think, for me.
Oh, okay.
Because I live on that side of town.
Yeah, it's true.
So I just hop on Bonin and I'm there.
Yeah. Bonin.
Bonet.
Bonet.
But I think
Lisa Bonin.
I think Blue Apache though. Like if there's a go-to, like Jody's like, I'm not making dinner. What are we having? It's like we're just gonna order Blue Apache.
Eastgate?
Eastgate's a good one. Although, man, they've messed up my order a few times now.
Ooh, could you really eat a big slop?
No. I don't know if
Trash grits. I could have trash grits every day
Oh,
for
that's a good
breakfast.
point for breakfast. Maybe it is Eastgate. Trash grits for breakfast. Like the tacos for lunch. Because they make good tacos.
You have to tag Eastgate in this.
And then you'd probably be dead within a week.
Yeah. Well,
But it was
again,
it'd
you
be
said,
a good week.
You said you didn't have to eat it.
That's true.
You just get it.
That's true.
The thing with with Blue Apache, I'll pick something different every time because everything I have from them is really good.
What is Blue Apache? I've never heard of this place.
It used to be Blue Agave over on corner of Youngsville and Pinhook
Okay.
in the strip mall there. And now they have one in Youngsville.
It is good.
But they-
have you been to La Pagua?
No, I haven't.
Okay. That explains
Well, but
it.
again,
Pagua's awesome.
Blue Apache's right there. And it was Blue Agave, but then Agave, even though Blue Agave was around longer than Agave sued them for the name when they opened up the one in Youngsville, so they just changed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And,
all right.
and thus, I don't like agave anymore. I guess I never did. It's an Americanized Mexican food. But Blue Apache, like, the guy who made the menu, their main chef, is Mexican. Like, came from Mexico to Louisiana to make food. So it's true, authentic Mexican food. But as authentic as I've had it in Los Angeles as well.
So if I move to Wisconsin and I make an omelet, is that a true, authentic Cajun omelet? Since I'm from Louisiana.
Only if you bring your ingredients with you from... Yeah,
So I bring a can of Sasheries.
Is there such thing as a Cajun omelet?
Maybe. When I lived in Florida, there were ads all over the place for Cajun boiled peanuts. Have you ever had a fucking Cajun boiled peanut
I've had
in
boiled
Louisiana?
peanuts.
No.
In Louisiana?
Yeah.
Cajun boiled peanuts?
My brother has made.
What's a Cajun
when he
boiled
had his
peanut?
crawfish place.
It's like a spicy peanut. They like boil it.
You
and-
boil your crawfish, and then the oil, the water that's left over with all the spice in it, you put your peanuts in it, and then you boil them. And when you take them out, they're real soft and they're delicious. They're awesome.
I've never heard of this till I moved to Florida, and I was like, "This is a Cajun."
When did you live in Florida?
Before I moved back here, about 10 years ago. I lived in Jacksonville
So
for
wait,
2 years.
where are you born?
Here?
And then where did you
Lafayette.
move to?
I stayed in Lafayette until college. Then I went to Baton Rouge. Then I was there for 4 years. Moved to Portland, Oregon for a couple years. Moved back here for a couple years. Moved to Jacksonville for a couple years. 2.5 years, I guess. Went to England for about 6 months and then came back here.
You were only in England for 6 months?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do there?
I helped set up and train people on this software that my employer in Florida was
Gotcha.
making an international version of.
Oh, so you were kind of forced to go there.
Oh no, they asked me if I wanted to.
Well,
It was
It wasn't like a life decision though. Like I'm going to move to England for 6 months.
no,
And just to kind of explore.
No. They told me that I would be there for a year,
Okay.
and then after like 5 months, they realized how much they were paying me. Because basically, I negotiated double my salary since the pound is like it was almost $2 per pound.
Yeah.
So I was like, cost of living is twice as high. I need twice as much money. And they were like, okay. And then after about 5 months of that, they were like, we're spending a lot of money on you. And I was
We're
like,
broke.
yeah, you agreed to this. And they were
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're only going to be here 6 months. Oh, okay. So, but it was awesome.
I bet it was.
I lived in
So it was a
Stratford
life-
upon Avon.
It was a life experience. Anyway.
Where in
Oh, yeah.
Where in England?
Stratford upon Avon. Shakespeare's hometown.
Okay.
I was like 2 minutes down the road from Shakespeare's house.
Nice.
Yeah. It was great. I loved it. They bought me a Passat. The company bought a Passat with steering wheel on the right side, and I got to learn how to drive on the right side of the road.
I don't know if I'd want to drive in that town though, or in that country.
It was fun. It took me a while to get used to it, like probably about a month. People passing you on the right and everything, like going down the highways.
So have you've been to Boston?
No.
So Boston is like, it's New England, right? So it still has the small roads, the one ways, and nothing is straight. It's all curvy bullshit everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass to drive in. And England is the same way. It's bad enough walking around England. I don't know if I'd want to drive there.
Yeah.
I like walking around like Cambridge and going, man, this is where Pink Floyd is from, and fucking look at that university. This is amazing. But man, I don't know if I want to drive there at all.
Driving on the highways was fine. I mean, highways are basically straight, and they have those great rest areas that they call
Rest areas?
No. They call them stop breaks. Stop. Damn, it's been so long, I can't remember. But they've got a name for them, and they're not like disgusting, like off the highway stop that we have here. They're really nice. They've got like big, clean bathrooms. They always have security. Rest stop. No, that's not what they call them.
I do like their signage though a lot better. Like instead of enter and exit, it's way in, way out. That. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a way in and a way out. It's not an enter or an exit.
Yeah, and they call them car parks, not parking lots.
Car parks?
Car parks.
Where like a dog park? You bring your car out there?
Mm-hmm. It plays with other cars. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
They have everything.
And they call pants trousers, and they call napkins serviettes.
And aren't pants underwear?
I don't know. Maybe. What's that?
Time's up.
No.
We were just
already
barely getting...
Would you rather keep doing this podcast?
This is when it gets good though, right?
Well, hopefully.
I've been waiting.
Hopefully.
We're in the last 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. If you're still watching, it might be worth your time.
Podcast wasn't so bad. This one was okay. At least I laughed a lot. I'm glad I left the house.
We laugh all the time, though.
I think Jody's probably pissed that I'm here doing this, but...
I still don't know what we're doing with this podcast.
This is what we're doing.
Yeah, well, I know, but it's like, I guess I feel like we used up all of our podcast mojo bullshitting yesterday.
Our podcast mojo does really get spent.
Yeah.
Like either around lunch or,
I guess
when you leave.
We need to just stop talking to each other during the week.
Probably.
That's not fair.
Well, that's part of why I like.
But here's the thing:
we need to bring in another person to kind of mix it up a little bit.
It's not like we plan it. You walk over.
Yeah.
Usually, when you're about to leave, we just start talking, and naturally, we're funny.
Yeah.
We don't do it on purpose to wreck the podcast.
I do think that, like yesterday, because it was after lunch and learn, and so there was a half hour that you guys just had like fuck off.
Right.
And I believe that we were a disturbance to the office.
Oh yeah, we definitely were.
When Sam came over, it was like, and just kind of when he starts standing around, it's because we're making way too much noise.
Yeah.
Because it was just a barrel of laughs for like 25 minutes from our side of the room.
I can't help it if I have a deep resonating laugh when something's funny.
Yeah.
Disturb the office.
We're excluding everybody else.
I really think it's me. I'm super loud. I'm always loud.
Yeah, you are loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now you're going to whisper.
Yeah, always. I'd rather whisper. Yeah.
All right. Trivia.
I'm ready. I'm so good at this.
Blank are more acidic than vinegar. This is a type of fruit.
What are those little things called?
Oranges.
More acidic?
More acidic than vinegar. Oranges made...
Tomatoes.
No. This one is fairly obvious.
Limes.
You're close.
Kumquats.
Acid.
Acid limes.
You're close with limes. It is a citrus fruit.
Okay, lemon.
You got it.
What did I say? Oh, I said orange.
You said orange.
Yeah.
This one, like you're close.
Okay.
Orange is what they take that crap and make cleaning products out of it.
Right.
But I guess lemons would be better.
Is that the only fruit that's more acidic than vinegar?
I don't know. I just look up trivia questions and I print them out on a piece of paper and bring them in and try to make a question out of it.
Mission accomplished.
I mean, literally the trivia was lemons are more acidic than vinegar. So I could say lemons are more acidic than blank, or I could say blank is more acidic than vinegar.
Lemons are more blank than vinegar.
Ooh, I should have done that. Maybe I'm going to put you in charge of trivia.
Mix it up a little.
Blank can only swim blank.
Crabs can only swim sideways.
Water can only swim down.
All right, it's blank can only swim. You were on the right track.
I was trying to think of what can only swim one way. Sharks can only swim forward.
Salmon can only swim
Upstream.
You may be true on both of those. In this case, the question is blank can only swim backwards.
Backwards.
Sperm.
Lobsters.
No, lobsters.
Crawfish.
No, you guys are on the right track.
Shrimp.
Yes.
Yeah. Shrimp.
Wow, both of you guys at the same time.
This is the best. Ever. I was right on the first one with acid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acid drops?
Yeah.
Boy. So we can either do this one guessing a percentage or guessing the action. Which one do you want?
Percentage.
All right, closest.
What, do you want action?
He's going to Price is Right me.
No. This is going to be closest.
Oh, okay.
Blank percent of people wash from top to bottom in the shower.
Ooh, 80.
90.
75. Dago gets it.
Today is my day.
Who washes bottom up?
Apparently 25% of people.
Really?
I think that's weird too, but
That just,
if we had a fourth person in here, it would be that person.
yeah, it's true. I'm glad
doubt
that
it. I doubt it.
you
That
died.
person would be shunned from the group.
Yeah,
Wash from the, you start
Yeah,
your
what's wrong
feet?
with you?
That's why I'm sitting like this. I'm going to totally ignore that person.
Yeah, because you want the dirt to all go down, right? I mean, yeah. I don't know why you'd
Do
start.
you think
at
it
the
travels
bottom.
up? Like they run from the soap?
Maybe.
Like fleas?
They run from the soap.
You start walking the grease and...
All right. Blank can't walk backwards.
Penguins.
No.
Horses.
Although that would be a good one. Now,
Horses can.
you've seen horses walking backwards.
No, I haven't.
Really?
Well, then in your mind, yeah, they cannot.
Have you never lived near horses?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they can walk backwards.
Is it? You said it like a
It's an animal.
Toddlers.
Is it? I was like, is it Todd?
Probably very true.
Can Nico walk backwards?
No. He can't walk forwards either.
Oh, so yes.
Trick question. You can have a point for that, but that's not the answer.
That was a good answer.
It was.
Cars.
True, they can't walk at all. So
Trees.
that is,
This is
yeah.
a really easy question. Buildings.
What cannot walk?
Clouds.
All right.
Time. It would have been better if it was March, but that's all I had to work with.
No, it's still an animal, not a building or a tree or a plant.
Okay.
You know how many animals there are out there?
Yeah.
Two.
There
Hippo.
are.
Hippo cannot
All right.
walk backwards.
So it is not.
Camel.
It is native to only one country.
Dingoes.
Lemurs.
No, you guys,
Lemmings.
You guys are, ooh. And when I say country, I also mean
Penguin.
continent.
I said penguins first.
Yeah, you said
Did
penguins.
you?
My
Yeah.
first answer.
But are they native to the North Pole or South Pole?
South Pole.
There's no landmass in North Pole, right? Didn't we go over this already?
Yeah. South Pole.
Oh, yeah, that was a question, wasn't it?
Yeah.
See, I retained that.
Yeah. Wow.
You see how important this is?
You can learn something from this podcast.
This is why we do this on Saturday mornings.
I learned one thing.
So now we can go home and say, I learned something.
Did you know there's land under Antarctica? Like under the ice?
I didn't know that till Manjo told me.
I thought it was just an ice shield around the edge of the earth.
Well, yeah. Yeah. And Antarctica goes all the way around the Earth with
Yeah,
the ice on top of it.
because it's flat.
Right, yeah. I saw that. Was that at work? The video of the guy like held up a lemon and he was like, "See, the lemon represents Earth." And then he took a glass of water and he poured it. You know, of course, all the water went everywhere. And he was like, "This is why the Earth is not round because the Earth is round. If the Earth is round like this lemon, none of the water would collect. Therefore, there wouldn't be any flooding.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know if
gravity.
I don't know if like all of this flat Earth stuff. It seems like it's everybody's talking about it. Is that like? Do people actually believe this? Like, is
Yes,
this
they
an
do.
actual?
There's
thing?
there's an actual like conference that takes place once a year as well, in like I don't know, Indiana or Iowa or something, where
I think
all the major flat earthers come together and like have this convention.
I think it's the big hipster movement. They're like, it used to be cool, and I'm bringing it back. I
Yeah.
believe it's flat Earth.
See, I kind of feel like that.
I feel like we're being trolled,
Yeah.
but no, these people like honestly.
It's like with
believe
the people eating the detergent pods.
Oh my god!
I heard people talking about that this week, and I was like, "You've got to be lying! Like, there's no
I
way
just saw
anybody
that
would
yesterday.
actually."
I looked it up on YouTube because I didn't believe it either. But no, people are actually trying to do it. I don't think they actually eat them. They don't get that far. They spit them out.
Right.
But yeah.
I just like last week I saw on Twitter that somebody had messaged Gushers and asked them to make Gusher candy that looks like those pods.
Was it Trump?
No, but I was like, okay, that's funny. And then this week I see like videos of idiot college kids trying to
do it.
eat these detergent pods, which are apparently the one in the top 5 causes of household poisoning for children. You know, they see them as candy and they
Right.
try to eat them.
Elderly too.
Yeah. I didn't know young
Seriously.
children tried to eat the elderly,
So
but
you've tried doing this?
oh, damn.
Bitch, you older than me.
I am, aren't I? am I
No.
older? I'm old. No.
No, you're not older than I am.
Oh, okay.
But I had you going for a second.
Yeah.
So you're senile too.
Yeah, probably. How old are you?
39.
How old are you?
43.
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
39.
Oh, okay. When's your birthday?
October.
Oh,
So I'll be 40 this year.
yeah. Yeah, thanks. I can do the math.
Big 40.
Yeah.
So there was a time when, because Jody's 4 or 4.5 years older than me, and so there was a time where I was in my early 30s and she was in her late 30s, and then there was a brief moment where I was in my early 30s and she was in her early 40s, and so I reminded her of that on a regular basis, and she hated it.
So, like, you were
34?
34 and she was...
Yeah, she had just turned 40. Is that how? Yeah. Maybe it was I was in my mid-30s. But yeah, there was that separation, and I think that kind of bugged her for a while, that at one point when we got together, she was in her late 30s and I was in my early 30s, and there was no mid-30s.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, when she turned 40, I made sure to point out that I still wasn't in my late 30s.
You're probably still taking abuse for that today.
Probably, yeah.
I didn't-
I'm sure I am.
Yeah.
I didn't realize she was in her 40s. I was thinking 50 at least.
She's going to beat your ass when she sees you.
The thing is, yeah, I don't see her as being older than me. Like, I don't think she looks like she's in her 40s, but maybe, yeah.
Age is a funny thing.
You're still in your early 30s. And
By
I'm older
funny, I
than
don't
you,
mean
yeah.
funny at all.
She's much wiser than me, so there's that.
That's not exactly a high bar.
Thanks.
So the answer is what? The dish pods can't walk backwards. Is that what it is?
Oh, we're still on that question?
Yeah.
We never answered.
Okay.
Oh.
So it's a 2-legged animal.
Ostrich.
Humans.
No, maybe an ostrich.
Humans
No.
can't walk back. I had to think about it. Can I walk backwards? I can do it.
2-legged animals native to a continent/country.
Kangaroo.
Yes. They can't walk backwards.
Can they walk forwards? I thought they just hopped.
I think they just hop. I think they can walk.
I guess their tail's too big or something. Like they can't go backwards because their
Maybe,
tail's so
probably.
big.
They're fucking beastly creatures.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Disturbing.
They're
They
jacked.
are.
I
I don't
didn't.
like them.
I didn't realize that until like the internet and YouTube, when like they're sitting at like windows trying to pound to get in.
They are frightening.
Those guys are fucking scary, and
Yeah.
they're built.
I'd like to see a kangaroo on the Gorilla Channel. Can you imagine?
What's the Gorilla Channel?
You didn't hear about the Gorilla Channel thing?
No.
Oh. You know how that Fire and Fury book came out?
No.
No?
Yeah, it's Trump's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The Trump book. Okay.
So I signed up for Twitter, and so I've been reading a lot of Twitter. And
Anything from John Popper?
no, I haven't seen John Popper except in this article about John.
Gotcha.
Popper. But some guy made a fake couple of paragraphs and presented it as if coming from the book, talking about how like
nice.
Trump kept complaining that there wasn't the gorilla channel and nobody knew what he was talking about. So the staffers took a bunch of gorilla footage and edited it together. So it was just a continuous loop of gorillas. And Trump still didn't like it because the gorillas weren't, quote, fighting enough. So they edited down everything out of it except the gorillas hitting each other. And then the end of it ends up with Trump like getting real close to the screen and whispering at the gorillas like, I like when you hit that other gorilla. And he posted this thing, and he had typed it out, so it looked like it was from the book, and people believed it.
Awesome.
So there was this, and the guy, the Twitter guy, is Pixelated Boat. He changed his name to the Gorilla Channel thing as a joke. so many people believed it. So that my joke about Gorilla Channel went nowhere because I was, it'd be good to see a kangaroo fight a gorilla. You'd have that on the Gorilla Channel, but I don't know if Trump would like that because it's not a gorilla.
Isn't that a movie coming out? Rampage?
Yeah, that's a video game that they made a movie out of for some reason.
Why isn't there a giant kangaroo? That seems scarier than a giant...
Did you ever see Night of the Lupins, I think it's called? Lupins?
No.
It's this old 50s film where this town gets attacked by gigantic, 15-foot tall rabbits. Okay. It gets overrun by rabbits.
All right.
And the end of the film, they realize the rabbits are attracted to light. So they take all of their cars and park them on this hill and in front of these railroad tracks, and they electrify the railroad tracks. So the end of the movie is a whole bunch of rabbits jumping on electrified railroad tracks and electrocuting themselves to death. And they're like gigantic rabbits. It's like one of these crazy, crappy 50 horror movie
So how good was the...
special effects?
Yeah, the special effects.
It was amazing. I mean, I really believed there were giant rabbits in this town getting electrocuted,
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's it called? Night of the Lupins?
Night of the I think it's Lupins.
And the Lupins are the big rabbits?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think it was like some government program gone awry or government testing.
It usually is.
They nuked a rabbit warren or something,
I will not be tuning in for that movie.
So kangaroos can't walk backwards.
Thank you. Yeah.
But I was thinking you could make a movie about gigantic kangaroos attacking a town. I mean, that's basically what Australia is, right?
Yeah.
So
it's kangaroos and spiders, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
and snakes.
Drop bears.
Snakes, that's right. All right. The blank for blank has blank since blank.
The rains in Spain stay mainly in the plains.
Yes.
The quick brown fox jumped
over lazy dog.
Okay, I'll start filling in some words.
All right.
The birth rate for blank has increased blank since blank.
Kangaroos. 7 times since they learned to walk backwards.
Naturally, it's rabbits twice since yesterday. That's how you got all those giant rabbits.
Yeah, clearly.
All right. The birth rate for twins has increased blank percent since blank.
I would say it has increased 47 times since the invention of in vitro fertilization.
No, but when did they start doing that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yesterday. Day before yesterday.
All right, so it's a percent. The
Same time as the rabbits.
The birth rate for twins has increased blank percent since what year?
When did the movie Twins come out? 90?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
35% since 1990. Based only on that movie.
All right, so this is going to be a closest. The birth rate for twins has increased blank percent since 1980.
25%.
42%.
76% since 1980.
Wow.
Was it all the cocaine?
I think it was the in vitro fertilization. I don't know why, but it was just, again, it's a sentence I saw.
I'm
So.
going to go with cocaine.
Or lack of cocaine.
Or lack of cocaine.
That's
yeah.
right, yeah.
Because the 80s...
There was still cocaine in the 80s, yeah.
Yeah, but it was... Oh, I don't know. I'm sticking with the Twins movie.
You know, I was thinking, speaking of the 80s.
Well, that's wrong, clearly.
Like,
oh, you already said the answer.
I was born in 78. So you were born in what, 75? 74? Mm-hmm. Jesus. So you were born 11 years after JFK was assassinated. I was born 15 years after JFK was assassinated. So were you.
Yep.
15 years ago from now.
JFK was assassinated again?
Still after 9/11 happened. And 9/11 feels like it happened yesterday.
Wow. Interesting.
Maybe. No, it still feels like it's been a while.
It just, like, growing up, I thought, you know, hearing about JFK or reading about JFK, or even anything in the 60s, really, like Vietnam, Korea.
Seemed like forever ago.
Yeah, it was like, that's ancient history. No, it was like 15 years ago. I remember 15 years ago. I was still living in Portland, you know, like
15 years
crazy.
ago. I was about to get my first roadie gig 15 years ago.
So how'd you just decided to pack up and move to Hollywood and like, I want to be a roadie? Is that it?
Yeah, basically.
Really?
No.
No? I mean,
how else does it happen?
Do little kids grow up thinking like, I want to be a roadie? Did you want to be a roadie when you grew up?
No, I want to be a guitar player.
See, those go hand in hand.
So
yeah,
you pursue being a guitar, and you can become your own band guitarist from being a roadie. I mean, that's where you get your connection.
Well, so the way it happened is, I don't know how it normally happens, but my dad sat down with me one day and he said, "What do you want to do for the rest of your life?" And I said, "I want to, be a musician." And he said, "Well, what do you want to fall back on? Because chances are you're not going to do that." I said, "Well, I guess I like electrical engineering." And so I applied to Michigan Tech University and got accepted.
How old were you when you had this conversation? Like 9?
16 or 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I was like 4 years old. But the more I talked about it, I'm like, no, but I really don't want to do electrical engineering. So we had another conversation. I'm like, I think I can probably find a job in the music industry, even if I don't play guitar. Like, there's a whole industry based on music. I can do even if I'm working in a studio, I'm still in it. Like, I'm still doing what I like doing.
Yeah.
And he said, all right, well, if you're going to do that, you have to go to school, to college for music. Like, get a degree and have something to back up, what you're going into.
Sure.
And so we looked at Berkeley and Musicians Institute, and we decided I got accepted to both. I decided on Musicians Institute in Hollywood. So I had to wait till I was 18, so I couldn't go right out of high school because I graduated at 17. So the moment, like 2 months after I turned 18, I moved to Hollywood.
Went to school.
Got an apartment and started going to school. That was in January of 99, and a few years later, I got my bachelor's degree. I got it in like 3.5 years. And then I started working for a company that was basically guitar techs that hauled gear around town, Hollywood, for studio guitar players, like the guys that play on the commercials and TV shows. And one of them was the guitar player for Amy Mann. And he said, "Do you want to go on tour? Because I hate my guitar tech and need somebody else." And said, "Yeah, let's do it." And so I went out for 3 weeks, and then another 3 weeks, and then did another tour, then Lisa Marie Presley, then Britney Spears, and it just kind of snowballed.
Interesting.
But my very first gig, though, was I was working for that company, and 3 of the clients were going to Skywalker Ranch, Skywalker Sound, to do the core tracks for Faith Hill's new album. And I heard about it, and I begged for that gig, and they did not give it to me. They didn't give it to me, but everybody else at the office passed on it. So they eventually had to give it to me. I was the last guy. So I got to go to Skywalker Sound, live there for a week at Skywalker Ranch with Faith Hill and Tim McGraw and 5 amazing musicians and just restring guitars and hang out in the studio. Just be there in case they needed something. Basically, I made coffee for everybody for a week.
Did you meet Chewbacca?
No, but I saw the outfit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because the warehouse is right there too, so we went to the warehouse and like the Ewok Lake is there. And
do they have like you stayed at Skywalker Ranch? Do they have accommodations there?
Yeah, they have like they have like a few large houses there. They're kind of like really swanky bed and breakfasts, and so yeah, you have like your own room and little side room and bathroom and there's like a common sitting area with like games and a TV, and then there's the kitchen, and you have 2 waitresses that are there for you all week long. So you just go downstairs and they'll make you whatever you want.
Wow.
So yeah, we all have breakfast together, and like there'd be Faith and Tim at the end of the table with the kids, and then all the musicians and us 2 roadies at the other end, and just order basically whatever you want. And they bring it to you.
How long did it take you to get used to calling someone Faith?
Oh, it was pretty quick.
Really?
Did you call her Faith or Miss Hill?
No, Faith.
Faith.
Yeah.
At the
Did you sing You Gotta Have Faith?
No, I
No,
didn't.
you didn't?
You should sing it to Tim. Hey,
No, but they were super, super cool. Like
bet
they
they
were just
were.
they're like you and me. Like
They're people, yeah.
They're sitting at a kitchen table with their family having breakfast, like
Yeah.
anybody else in the world. So it wasn't after you get over that whole thing, like, oh my God, I'm at Skywalker Ranch with two of the biggest stars in the world. Once you get over that initial, it's like, all right, well, this is cool.
you said you could order anything you wanted. Did they have the blue milk?
You know what? I never bothered to order blue milk, but I bet they had it.
They probably could have made some.
Yeah. But no, Skywalker Ranch, I mean, I think you can still do tours. Like, it's fascinating. Because there's the main house up front, and then there's the fire station, because it's like its own little sovereign nation.
Yeah.
And then there's George's house in the back that you can go tour through, and it has, all the memorabilia throughout the hallways and the big library, and you can go in the library. And then the Skywalker Sound is off to the side behind, like, the vineyard. And then somewhere in between is the warehouse, and there's Lake Ewok is right next to it.
Where's Lando live?
I think he lives on the other side of Lake Ewok.
I bet he's got a nice pad.
But
He
and
lives in Cloud City.
Oh, that's right. You wouldn't get to see.
and it's all bikes. Like, so you just go outside and there's a bike, and you take the bike to wherever you want to go, and you leave the bike and you go back outside, and there's ultimately 10 other bikes sitting there. So you just grab a bike and you go wherever you want. The big thing though was you weren't allowed to take pictures. You end up taking pictures anyway. So there's a picture of me in front of the big house, and there's a picture of some of the inside of the house, but you're not supposed to.
Right.
One of the other cool things was they were editing episode 2 while I was there. And so in Skywalker Sound, the building that is Skywalker Sound, which is, it goes like 2 or 3 levels underground, a few levels up overground. So you have the big studio at the end, which is like the orchestra studio, which is where we were recording. So it's the size of a soundstage, massive control room. And then on the other side of that is the kitchen for that place where they serve lunch there every day. And but then right next to that is their theater. And so you can hear every time you were walking through there, them screening things and like George Lucas making edits, but you couldn't walk in there. But yeah, so we'd sit there listening, and you could hear like Count Dooku, and at that point you didn't know who Count Dooku was, and yeah,
That's really cool.
So that was awesome.
Did you meet George Lucas?
I did not meet.
Did
George
you see
Lucas.
George Lucas?
No, I didn't see George Lucas. I saw who was the producer, whoever the producer was on those films. I saw him there, and a few of the other like Ben Burt and some of the other big guys at Skywalker Sound, but never George.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
For my first gig, that was fucking fantastic from growing up.
Well, yeah, but
I'm like, I grew up in Michigan next to a cow farm and cornfields. And,
but
Yeah.
that's your first gig. You got nowhere to go but down after that.
well, yeah, pretty much. Britney Spears was
Yeah.
it was a different experience because it wasn't studio, but yeah, no, my first gig was a studio gig. And then everything else was roadie after that. So I was still a guitar tech back then. Then I became a dirty roadie.
Yeah.
And yeah, then it was all downhill.
Yeah.
Look at us now, doing a little podcast in Lafayette, Louisiana.
That nobody cares about.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Baseball player.
Really?
Mm-hmm. How'd that work out?
It was okay through high school, and I went to a very small high school. So my only option was basically Mississippi Delta Junior College to play on a scholarship. But I wanted to stay here because my dad had gone to UL and USL at the time. And the problem is I was living on my own, and they practice every day. And if it rains, they'll practice on Sunday too. And I had no way to, I had nobody to guide me to say, well, look, if you do this, you can work and live on campus with them. You know, they'll put you up. I had no guidance whatsoever. So when I went to the first meeting and they told me all this, I was crushed. I was like, well, I can't do this. I just didn't have any, I didn't know that you could, they were like, I mean, I guess they could take you on and you could, they put you in housing or whatnot. I just had no idea. I was basically on my own. So that fell through. So I didn't get to do that. Yeah.
And now you do IT.
And now I do IT.
What about you? You were going to be a fireman, weren't you?
Oh, no. I wanted to be a paleontologist.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
How'd that work out for you?
It didn't. I got a degree in English from LSU. I love dinosaurs. Always have. Always will. But I realized in high school that I wasn't that good at biology. Like, I really did not like having to
need to be good at biology.
Memorize the names of bones and muscles and all of, like, it just did not appeal to me. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to be a paleontologist if I go through this. Like, it's just not
At what
gonna
point did you realize nobody's ever seen a dinosaur? And they probably didn't exist.
The bones were put there by God to trick us.
Yes.
I didn't realize that until
When did you realize they all had feathers and not scaly skin?
just a few years ago. Along with the rest of the world.
Yeah.
You know? Although, I mean, it was cool. I remember when they made the discovery about Archaeopteryx, the first feathered dinosaur that they found, and it's got like that famous imprint in the rock where you can actually see the feathers and everything, and it was the first one. I was like, oh, man, that's cool. That's where dinosaurs went. They're living in your yard now.
Yeah, I have 6 of them in my backyard right now.
That's so cool.
Although Jurassic Park wouldn't be as scary. And like,
Bunch of damn chickens running
yeah,
around.
exactly.
I don't know, like a bunch of giant chickens.
Well, then again, chickens are scary, man.
And they had teeth, you know. I mean, chickens just have beaks, but the dinosaurs had skulls with teeth and
man,
shit, you know.
chickens
like,
with teeth.
Yeah.
It's like piranhas, fish with teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, that could be scary. I get it. Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
I would really like something like Jurassic Park to happen because I'd like to see a dinosaur in real life. But really, most importantly, what I want is a pet Triceratops about this big. I want them to come up with some cloning technology and bring back Triceratops and then make them pygmy-sized. And then I could have a pet Triceratops. Yeah, teacup Triceratops.
Triceratops.
It would probably still weigh like 600 pounds, but it would only be like this big, you know? It'd be so cool. Just going around your yard, running into things, getting shit stuck on its horns, fighting with Katniss. It'd be awesome. I'd love it.
A teacup Triceratops? Or what about a Stegosaurus?
It's tough. Triceratops has always been my favorite.
Okay.
What about Ankylosaurus?
Yeah, the Ankylosaurus would be cool.
If you had a Triceratops
Yeah.
and it was teacup, and your neighbor had a teacup Ankylosaurus, one would get under the fence, and it would be just like dogs.
It would be awesome. I'd love to watch them fight. Yeah.
And you could film it, and it would be like mini Jurassic Park.
Man, I was going to say mini Velociraptor, but I think I have those already.
That would eat you.
Yeah.
Man.
Those are the ones you don't. That's pretty much the opinion of the pit bull. You don't want to have, right? The Velociraptor.
Like Jurassic Park would have been fine if they hadn't cloned Velociraptors or T-Rex.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
If
it would
they
have been
had-
fine?
Yeah. If they had just done
Life finds a way.
It's true, but
Those would have found a way. That always happens.
You know what though? They didn't find their way back until they started getting the DNA and mixing it. So life doesn't find a way. It was manipulated.
Science found a way.
Science found a way.
Didn't the ones have eggs that weren't supposed to have eggs?
Well,
right?
yeah, because they mixed the DNA with frog DNA.
They weren't supposed to reproduce, right?
Right. Yeah.
So life found a way there, but without humans, life wasn't going to find a way.
There it is. You're welcome.
All right.
Wow, that was a great setup right there.
Yeah, we already shut this
I went a
down.
long way to get that.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
did.
Did we finish trivia?
Yeah, we did
I
all.
win?
We did all 5. I think you won.
All right.
I didn't keep track though. Yeah, we don't high five.
Congratulations. Whatever.
Oh, did I just shut off the cameras?
Yeah.
I think you did.
I reset the sound.
That's my sync point.
This podcast was 8 hours long.
Yeah.
Right? No, we went way over.
What we should do every time is go extra long.
But that's all right. That's like, I feel like 800 things together like that. I mean, I don't. If he wants to do it, that's great. Yeah.